This is experience. Quantifying experience is what the basic difference. The second is, it's not in general terms, not what a citizen thinks about corruption in general terms, but in specific terms, in PE, in public distribution, in hospitals. You take any particular service, in election, in voting, what is the corruption? Like that, you take in education or any service. So the specific context is far more significant. Only then you can go beyond rather than generic terms. Not only a larger sample, we take larger samples, but specific users and in a specific time frame. Somebody has given 10 years ago, talking about it today has no meaning, or it does not, the weightage is not the same. They go into linkages. You see, what is the linkages? See, the unfolding is, unless you understand what are the links of one to leading to the other one, you will not be able to really get at it. So the factors and forces, the users and providers, unless you understand the service provider, you will not be able to make any use of that information, except saying that, this much amount is involved in the corruption, or this is the rank, or, that's good for talking. But then where do you go from there? So that is what is flagging the systemic issues, success cases, and what initiatives are required. And that's what is more important, and that's what for us is needed. So we have a unique research methodology. Our research methodology is very comprehensive. We use so many different ways. I will not go into that. So just give you an example of what this, what I am talking about, perception and experience. You see that in 2003 onwards, this whole scenario, because of the television coming in a big way in this country, the perception has become far more than what it was earlier. Now everything is corruption. You talk to anybody, everything in the country is corruption. Is it so? It's not. The difference is, between the actual corruption and the perception, the gap is increasing because of this phenomena. We think that everything is corruption. The country is full of corruption. It's not exactly so. There is a corruption. It is increasing. Yes. But that does not mean that everything is corruption. We have given up. Kind of thing. It's not only in the case of electricity and hospital. I'm just giving an example over the last years. But even if you take the larger service, many other services, see the gap between the above figure is perception. The second line is experience. The gap is there. So much. Actual experience, actual corruption, and what one thinks about that particular service in electricity, in health, in education, in PDS or police is altogether what one experiences is different. So just give you, we know who is responsible. Figure in the bracket is some states, it goes as high as 63%. No, it is the government official who is responsible. There are in some parts of the country, but otherwise it's 44% of the people think it is the government official who is responsible for it. Like that, the politician, businessman, and even the citizen. That's the most important point is the citizen. Even citizen himself is responsible for it. In fact, I was reading the book today of Pradeep Khandelwal. I don't know any of you have seen his latest book, which has just come in the market. And he concentrates on this aspect, the citizen, what citizen can do at his end, rather than expecting somebody else to do. Now, similarly, if you take why the need-based corruption or need-centric, what is the reasons in different services? We know if you can select three important, I'll show you that. I think it is not here. No, I think I'll come back to that. Sorry. Yeah, go back. Go backwards. I think go back. I'll complete and fill. Yeah, this is one more. Major purposes why the bribe is paid in. See, the point why what I want to draw is, in each of the services, we can select two. The weightage is given. In fact, that table I think is missing or somewhere it's not there. But in each case, instead of diffusing our efforts, if we can concentrate on 2 or 3 functions which are responsible for more than 50% of the reasons for that corruption in that particular service, then we have made some. We need to break it down, operationalize, what we call the operationalize within a given service. We need to go at macro, from macro to micro level. Only that's the reason why we have done this kind of analysis. Then major purpose, this I have mentioned. This is the contact that Admiral Thailand was mentioning about percentage of people who are paid what we call the middleman menace. What percentage of the money is paid, bribe is paid, or the middleman induces the innocent citizen or helpless citizen in various services. How it is done? What is the extent of that? The significance of that? Similarly, the bribe, to whom the bribe was paid? To the official directly. You have so much money is being paid directly to the official. So where is the problem? The problem is identified. It's the government systems need to be done. And why are we not able to rectify that? 60 years. What have we been doing? Why that we have so many training institutions are there? Where do we address that? Where do we go on talking about corruption, or do we go concentrate or go down to that level? This is one of the significant points that we brought out in the study that we did with the Transparency International India, is that the number of visits, why to get a PDS card, one has to go 3 times or more times. The more the times he has to go, he is compelled to go, that means the more the possibility of bribe. So unless, in fact, some experiments that we did in Andhra and right now we are doing some places, how to eliminate the need for a citizen to go at all to any government office. Which services are possible? Now with the computerization, with IT, India is on the top of the world. We should be possible. We are doing so many wonders around the world for so many other countries and so many other services